Greece and Bulgaria started commercial operation of a long-delayed gas pipeline which will help decrease Southeast Europe's dependency on Russian gas and boost energy security. The pipeline would run 280 km from the port of Alexandroupolis on the Aegean Sea to the port of Burgas on the Black Sea. It might continue as far north as the port of Constanța in Romania. We have a 2-year derogation to buy Russian oil, but after that we will face problems because of the hike in transit fees through the Bosphorus. So we have begun discussing the revival of the Burgas Alexandroupolis pipeline and its extension north to the ports of Varna and Constanța. Aristov said in answer to a question at an energy conference in Athens. "We support the project," said Greek Energy Minister Kostas Skrekos in a statement. Neither minister agreed to answer further questions. The European Union move disrupts tanker trade from Russia's oil export terminal at Novorossiysk on the Black Sea's east coast to EU ports on its west coast. Refineries at Burgas and Constanța can still buy oil from Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan. A Kazakh oil pipeline ends at the Caspian Pipeline Consortium terminal near Novorossiysk, and an Azeri oil pipeline terminates at Georgia's Sopsa further south. But it is not enough to satisfy their needs, especially when Ukraine's needs are taken into account. The deficit is filled by additional volumes from the other sources that are shipped into the Black Sea through the Bosphorus Strait. The original Burgas Alexandroupolis pipeline idea, first aired in 1993, was to flow south, exporting crude oil from the Black Sea to the Mediterranean and beyond. The real problem was delays and bottlenecking at the strait. This is very easy to overcome with a pipeline, said Mike Myranthius, a Greek oil industry veteran who was involved in the project at the time. "We wanted to be tied to a major producer for a long-term supply. There was a very good relationship with Russia then. I remember we were talking about a second parallel pipeline," he told Al Jazeera. In 2007, Greece, Bulgaria and Russia signed a political agreement to build the pipeline, with Russia promising to provide 35,000 to 50,000 tons of oil a year to fill it. A 650,000 ton tanker farm in Alexandroupolis would ensure a constant supply to ships. But Bulgaria pulled out of the project in 2010, citing environmental concerns. Industry insiders told it was US opposition to dependence on Russia's oil that scuppered the project. But the Russia would not benefit from the north-following pipeline, and the idea has acquired new urgency with Western sanction on Russian oil, which the International Agency assumes to be permanent. Turkey added impetus to the pipeline when it hiked transit fees for tankers using the Bosphorus Strait fivefold to $4 per ton of oil, adding about half a percentage point to current oil prices. Turkey would raise its income from transit fees from $40 million to $200 million a year. Turkey has its own plan to bypass the congested Bosphorus with a waterway running west of it. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan proposed Canal Istanbul amid great fanfare in 2011, but construction has not begun yet. The Ukraine war has thrown Greece and Turkey into geopolitical competition as Alexandroupolis has begun to reverse these energy flows, while Turkey is becoming Russia's new southern conduit. The idea is to create a north-south pipeline axis for gas and oil, which will also be reinforced by rail transport. All this network is ultimately meant to end up in Ukraine, so even that country can be supplied from the south. Greece region of Western Thrace has already become an important alternative to the Bosphorus. The border of Romania with Moldova and Ukraine is only a day away from Alexandroupolis by rail, a faster transit than through the Bosphorus and a more dependable one. Turkey announced it was closing the strait to all military traffic in response to the war in Ukraine. Russia cut gas flows to Bulgaria, ostensibly because it refused to pay in rubles. Greece has since become Bulgaria's sole source of gas, which travels from Azerbaijan across Turkey and North Greece through the Trans-Adriatic pipeline. An interconnected Greece-Bulgaria operational siphons of 1 billion cubic meters of a year from tap to the Bulgarian gas network. By the end of 2023, Alexandroupolis will acquire a floating storage and a regasification unit to import liquefied natural gas, and the IGB pipeline will be extended 28 km south to reach it, further eroding the Russian gas monopoly in Southeast Europe. Greece is in discussion with North Macedonia to build a separate gas pipeline to that country. Greece, which plans to export 8.5 billion cubic meters of gas to the Balkans by 2025, is fast becoming the main supplier of non-Russian gas to the region. The Burgas Alexandroupolis oil pipeline would add another dimension to its role as a provider of energy security. Turkey, too, has acquired geopolitical weight as Russian energy is gradually dislodged from Eastern Europe. 3 Russian gas pipelines already enter Turkey. Russian President Vladimir Putin announced he was prepared to build a 4th, turning Turkey into an export hub for Russian gas. If there is an interest in Turkey and our potential buyers in other countries, we could consider building another gas pipeline system and creating a gas hub in Turkey for sales to the other countries, to third countries, primarily, of course, to European ones, if they are, of course, interested in this. Putin was reported as saying Turkey has welcomed the project. Thanks for watching this video till the end, and do subscribe to the channel to get the latest update on construction videos around the world.